Alrighty, we made it home with a whole truckload of fish. You do your best work in the shop, you know that?
You think so?
Mm-hmm. How good are you at like oil changes and?
Not so good.
Because soon, all of this won't be here, and you can still come down here and work.
I don't think so.
Well, a lot of these are looking low in stock, DJ. I see a lot of empty boxes over here. Seems like the do your best stuff sold faster than the. Never mind, I didn't. Nothing.
You're welcome.
Earl, you look like a sissy with your new haircut. You know that? All right, ma'am. Here you go. Here's your next order. An Arms Family Homestead hat. I'm sure you probably discounted it so somebody would buy it.
No, I didn't.
Earl, you're not Doing good. Doing good.
Thanks.
Earl, come here. You're not going with them. You're coming with me. Come on. Earl, come on. Earl. I don't think he wants to get out.
Well, he can't go with me.
Bro.
Oh.
Earl. Hey, come on. We got places to go. Come on. Earl, here. I think he wants to go with you guys.
Oh.
Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and it feels like fall. We're have a little cool front come through. DJ and I went to the gym early this morning, just got home, packaged up about, I don't know, I think she had about 30 orders for you guys. So the Christmas launch has been amazing, been unbelievably amazing. But I've got other plans today. DJ and Emily are off to a basketball scrimmage. Houston and Jacoby are here. They're still in bed, actually. We've got to make a trip down to Pond King because back during the early summer, late spring, we had Pond King come in and do that fish shock survey where they brought the boat out and shocked the whole pond. They basically do a study of all the fish in the pond. And they give you basically a prescription to follow to have the biggest chance of having a good fishable pond. Lots of good bass, lots of good bluegill and things. And one of the things that we had to do was in the fall, we're supposed to add, I think it was 30 largemouth bass and some red-eared, I think it was a couple hundred red-eared sunfish. I tried to get them earlier in the fall, but it was still too hot and they didn't have fish in yet, and we've been kind of busy. So we're kind of busy lately. So I called yesterday and they said, we are just about out of fish for the year. It's fixing to get cold and we won't be getting any more. But they do have 8 to 10 inch, I believe, largemouth bass. These are Florida string, the F1 hybrids, which is basically the exact same fish that is in the pond at Bama Bass. These are going to be pretty decent sized fish. They don't have any red-eared sunfish, but I think they've got some bluegill and some threadfin shad, maybe. I don't know, shiners. I'm not sure. We'll get a bunch of bait to go with them, but we're going to make about an hour and a half trip down to Pond King and pick up some fish. And I don't know if we have any tilapia still in our pond. It's been kind of cool at night, and we may have already lost most of our tilapia, but I think we may try to do a little fishing later this evening before Emily and I go deer hunting this evening. All right, dude, you ready to go now? Okay, all right. And make a pit stop real quick before we head to get fish, because we have a delivery, and it's an interesting place to park, but it's here. All right, sheetrock is delivered. Those guys are going to unload it all for us and do their thing. And they had all the doors open when I got here, and I was like, I said, did my wife tell you where the hidden key was, or was one of the doors unlocked? And they were like, no. We picked the lock on one of the entry doors. They were like, there's a little crack in the jam. We just put a screwdriver in there and popped it in. I was like, what? Why didn't you call us? Let us come let you in instead of breaking in. Either way, sheetrock's here. The plumber's not finished, so the plumber's got to finish his part. The heat and air guys have got to do a little bit of work, and then sheetrock. Appliances are here, all kinds of good stuff. So, anyways, Earl, all three of you fellas, y'all ready to go buy some fish?
Yes, sir.
Hey guys, today's video is sponsored by Delete Me. Delete Me makes it quick, easy, and safe to remove your personal data from the internet. They're the #1 data removal tool since 2011. It's basically all you do is submit your info, the experts search for your info online, and then they're gonna start this whole removal process and scan and detect all of your information and everything. Anything from credit card information to your address, phone numbers, all those things. We all live in this internet world these days, and our information is out there. It's hard to track it all down by yourself and get it off the internet. A couple of years ago, I personally got hacked on my personal Facebook account, and they hacked into that, took over our business page, and absolutely, completely, 100% stole our money for about 6 months. And ever since then, I've been incredibly worried about our internet safety. And, you know, there's so many things. You have to be smart with passwords. You need to try to change your passwords as much as possible. I personally get emails like you wouldn't believe. I mean, tons and tons of emails every day from companies that are phishing for information. And that's how I lost my Facebook page. That's how I lost probably a little bit more than a year's salary as a topped out state trooper. Because what I did wrong was I fell for one of their phishing scams. They sent a link, and I clicked on it and tried to log into my Facebook page. All that did was send the hackers my information. But they're sneaky. They want personal data. And Delete Me has this service where they can go in and scan everything for you and give you a whole report. Now, like, I've already ran mine, and according to the Delete Me dashboard here, it said I had 88 data brokers that had my information out there on the internet, and they removed, or well, they're working on 473 listings of my personal information. That's a lot. That's a lot. Once we pulled up our report, this one kind of blew my mind right here. But you can see 411.com, advanced background checks, advanced people search, background checks, been verified. All these websites are collecting your information. So as you can see, I really truly believe that Delete Me provides a tremendous service to me and to you if you sign up. Take it from me, someone who has lost, someone who's lost over $70,000. So thank you to Delete Me for sponsoring today's video. If you're interested, be sure to check the link in the description box down below, or go to joindeleteme.com/arms20. You'll get 20% off of your own data removal. Looks like some grass carp in there.
Yeah.
They don't have a whole lot of fish left. He said they were about sold out. Probably wouldn't be getting a lot more. There's some bluegill. Yeah, hey, the bass we're getting are supposed to be like 8 to 10 inches long already. Is that what's over here? Oh, yeah. What's over here?
Bass. Little ones.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of fryers. No, there's some little bass. That's just dirt over there. I thought there was some fry in there. Huh?
There's an outline of catfish.
In there?
No, in there.
Oh. Well, I guess when we start bagging fish, you can ask Kenny. Look at these things. These are a lot bigger than our boat. It's a little overkill for our pond, though, buddy. I mean, you could take that on the lake. There's what we need, though. I'd love to have a dock like that on our pond.
Yeah, we need one.
Maybe someday.
But somebody won't get one.
Well, golly, they're expensive, man. They're not cheap.
Well, they're gonna be cheaper now than later.
Oh, you think so?
Probably not.
You sound like a salesman.
They're like, man, you couldn't schedule this for yesterday. They're out on the water doing some habitat and stuff. I was like, well, that's just how it goes.
All right, little guys, hold on tight. We got to ride. What are you after?
An albino catfish.
An albino catfish, huh?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that?
Put it in fish pond.
You mean the backyard pond, right? The little pond.
Yeah.
If you can catch him. Everywhere I go, I can't help but crawl in these things. And there's 100 different brands of these deer blinds. But man, they are nice. They're a little pricey now. They're a little pricey, but look at this. This one is $4,439, but if you put a tower underneath it, it goes up. But you talk about hunting in style. Problem is, we live in Oklahoma, and it's hot most of deer season. And this would be a hot box, just like our shed blind that cost a fraction of this. But man, these are nice. That's hunting in style right there, isn't it? Whoa,
Yeah.
that's a little too close.
This
What-
is nice.
What do you like? You like this or our shed blind better?
Probably this a little bit more because it's 500,000 degrees when the sun is out and 60-degree weather.
Don't you think this would get hot too?
Well, not as hot as that thing.
I bet it would. I bet it'd be like a hot box. It'd be in here dripping sweat, Kobe. You know it?
Yeah.
And our shed's a little bigger.
Yeah, it is.
But these are cool. You can put them on like a big tower. Be 10, 12 feet up in the air. I don't know. Maybe someday. You sure we need that?
Yes.
Let me see. An albino catfish. I got in trouble the last time we were down here. We took one home and we put it in the big pond and never saw it again, huh?
Yeah.
So this time, that one's going in the koi pond. All right, Kobe. How much would it cost me for you to eat one of those? Just one.
$5.
Oh my goodness. I'll do that like 5 times. That'd be worth it.
Okay.
Bunch of shiners. Be slimy going down. All right, fishes. Watch your fingers, Houston. See you at the house. Kobe?
What?
Kind of looks like your hair when it's not cut and fixed. What do you think?
Maybe.
I mean, it's a little larger, but it's kind of what your hair looks like when you get out of bed some days.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas. I need some help. Can you go move those limbs, please? I don't want to run over that in Mom's truck. I'll get in trouble. Alrighty, we made it home with a whole truckload of fish, and looks like most all the shiners are alive. Probably gonna lose a few, that's understandable. I'm not too concerned about acclimating them as long as the bass. The bass are gonna have to sit in the water. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take these bags because It's pretty chilly outside. They should be just fine. It's not like summer heat, but these shiners are pretty sensitive right now. They're losing oxygen in there. It's been about an hour. It takes a little while to get home. So we're going to set the bags in the water for a few minutes and then cut them open, okay?
Okay.
Y'all get busy. Good job, good job. Be easy on the bass now. That wind is whipping. Another bag of shiners. Bass are doing good. And everybody set in here. Let these guys acclimate a little bit. Set that down in there just a little more. So we got 4 bags of bass and 8 bags of shiners. We bought 20 pounds of shiners to feed all the rest of the bass that are in here already. What we got left? 2 bags of bass?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's start releasing some of these shiners. Bet you they'll be just fine. Bet the majority of them are still alive. There's very few floaters. I'm not gonna say there's 0, but very few. Just cut the bottom out of it and let them all go. Let's see, 2 dead ones in that bag. That's not bad. Yeah, these bass, look, I know you guys can't see them. I'll show you in a minute. They're all anxious to get out of there. Look at them trying to drag the bag in. But I'm going to release all the shiners first, so they have a chance before we release all these Florida strain hybrid bass here. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. Hey, don't run off with my bags. You guys want out. Don't leave with the bag full. Come on out. One left. There you go. Kobe, you want to cut some bags open? No? You cold? Where's your jacket?
It was wet.
Yeah, you stuck your arms plumb down up to your elbow in the water at the pond place, didn't you? You want to cut some open for me?
Yeah.
We'll have to go to the house and get Kobe another jacket. So just slice it across the bottom. Try to go close to the bottom so they'll dump out. You got it. Go fast. Woo! Don't cut me. There you go. Just dump them out. See why? That's why you got to go all the way close to the bottom so there's not a pocket down there. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to cut the very bottom of the bag. That way it'll dump. There you go. Oh, you'll release the bass, huh? Yeah. These bass can see freedom. They're ready to get out of here. We're gonna let them acclimate just a little bit longer. Don't cut the bags on the bass yet, Houston. Look at these guys. They're like, let us go, get us out of here. We wanna go eat those minnows.
What about the shiners?
Yeah, we can cut all the shiner bags open.
What's them?
Back that way.
Huh?
I said back that way. 2 more bags of shiners. Now, usually in the past when we've released shiners like this, you'll, within a few minutes, start seeing bass just coming up and destroying them. But I got a feeling that's probably not going to happen as much today. because I don't think the bass are super active right now that are in here. These guys are pretty active because they want out, but last bag of shiners, 20 pounds down. So that'll add a lot of good extra bait to the pond for predators to eat, and should give these guys some easy meals for the next several days at least. I think they're about ready to get out of here though. What do you think? Yeah. I think they're about ready to go. All right, Kobe. Mr. I don't need a jacket. I'm fine. All right, just nope, go to the very bottom of the bag. Just pull it up there, because if you make that pocket, it's harder for them to get out. There you go. See what I mean? See how it creates a pocket in there? Still got one in. You're on the struggle bus. All right, that bag's getting away. We got to cut that one, or grab it. Grab it. Now listen to me. I want you to cut the bag on the very bottom. You see where that, see that right there? Cut it right down there. Now dump them out. See how much better that was? They all just come right out. Perfect. You didn't cut the bottom of the bag, did you?
No.
Nope.
There was still a fish in there. I already got it out.
All right, you got one last chance. And now when I say cut the bottom of the bag, I mean cut the very bottom. And they'll just slide right out, no problems. Okay? Pull it up towards the bank a little bit. Don't cut yourself now. There you go. Dead shiner. Go all the way across. There you go. Look at that. You didn't cut my bass, did you?
No. Hey, one took the water.
One did? Oh, yep. Somebody got a free meal over there. Well, not a free meal. I paid for that meal.
Yeah.
It's like taking you guys out to eat. Got to pay for it. So actually, I guess I haven't really told you why we were buying all these fish. Obviously, the shiners is to feed the predators that are in the pond. The bass. Why are we buying more bass? Well, we came in back, like I said earlier in the video, during the late spring, early summer, and did a pond shock survey. And Pond King came in and did that. They collected all the data on all the fish that they shocked up to the surface. Take measurements, take weights, all the things. And it wasn't that we have a low bass population or that our bass aren't spawning and reproducing, because we had some of those 4 to 6 and 6 to 8 inch bass in here, which means they're reproducing on their own. But we wanted to reintroduce some new genetics. So these bass have been in this pond for years. The only other fish that have ever been stocked in here in the last, other fish, bass, I'm saying these Florida strain bass, the only Florida bass that I've stocked in here are ones that we brought over from Jimmy Houston's, what was that, 3 summers ago, something like that. So we put in 30 bass that we know are F1 hybrid Florida strain bass. And I'm not a biologist, I'm not a fisheries guy, but those Florida strain bass grow really fast. They're very aggressive feeders. If you ever watch Bama Bass, and he'll feed all those fish in his fish tanks. Those are Florida strain bass. They're very aggressive feeders, and they're going to grow fast. So we need to put food in here for them. We do have a fish feeder up, and all the bluegill and everything spawn and hatch. We put tilapia in here in the spring to help feed the bass, and adding those 30 extra Florida strain hybrid bass basically diversifies our genetics. So this is only about an 1.5 acre pond. So we need to introduce some new genetics every few years so that we're not just interbreeding our bass, basically. We don't want a bunch of inbred bass swimming around with 2 heads or something. Not that that's really what's going to happen, but having that diversity in the genetic pool helps. And this year's pond stock, or pond survey that we did, we didn't pull out any of those big 6 and 7 pound bass like we did a few years ago. So I don't know, that doesn't mean they're not in there. It just means we didn't shock them up. But we do want to grow some trophy bass. It's kind of tough to do in a small pond, but it's doable. I think these two boys are tired and ready to go to the house and take a break. We have one more fish that you have to put in, you have to release, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna, I think I can just go ahead and grab him. One, oh yeah, there he is. One albino catfish. We're just gonna turn him loose in here, right? Why not? He's too pretty. What are we gonna do with him?
Put him in the backyard pond.
Oh, well then let's go. You boys are just sitting around.
I was waiting for you to stop talking.
I can do this all day, man. So as you can see, I put a net over Houston's little pond this year. Obviously, we're not going to keep all the leaves out. But last year, the leaves were about to carry us away in here. Man, we would literally sit out here and scoop leaves for hours, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
So we put a net over the top, and it's helped tremendously. Obviously, there are some leaves that are still going to get in because the waterfall comes down and has to go under the net. So a lot of these leaves that do get in the pond go through right here. So every couple days I try to come through and at least try to get some of these leaves out. And the skimmer box catches a ton, but we're having to empty the skimmer box pretty regularly. So we're gonna put this catfish to acclimate it. We need to set it in the edge of the water.
Yeah, just take this off.
Yep. So here's what I would do. Do this, pull the net back just a little bit, and set him down in the water. We're not going to dump that water in your pond though, okay?
Okay.
So we will open this bag and put the fish in. So here we go. Let's let him set for a few minutes. So here's what I'm talking about. The leaves that do go in the water, I would say the majority of them follow the current. You can see those leaves coming in right now. They come over into the skimmer box just like on a swimming pool and get caught just like that. So this time of year, obviously, we have to clean this skimmer box out every couple days, if not more than that. But we're going to leave the net on most of the winter. And his other fish are in here. They're doing just fine. You can see the koi and the goldfish swimming around down there. They don't do much this time of year. They're just kind of there, aren't they?
Yeah.
You just hold the bag up and over the net here. Let's back up from the pond. Back up, back up, back up. I don't want that water in his pond.
Over here.
Let's go. Move, move, move. There you go.
There.
All right. Don't miss now, okay? Drain the water out. Cut the bottom of the bag, right, Kobe? Yeah. I'm kidding. All right. Let's see if we can get him out of there. Let him slide out. All right. There's Houston's little albino catfish. He doesn't have pink eyes, but he is a white catfish. That's a channel cat. So we're going to release him into the pond. There's only 3 fish in there right now.
You mean 4?
I mean 4, yeah. There's 2 koi and 2 goldfish. We lost 1 koi over last winter, but now we have an albino catfish. And we should be able to see him. Here, let me block the light a little bit. He's probably going to hide most of the winter. Just like that. He's going to tuck into those rocks, and we probably won't see him a whole lot, but I bet you
We will in the summer.
in next spring and summer he'll get accustomed to coming up and eating and feeding, and probably be able to hand feed him like we can the koi.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing in the front yard, turkey? There's nothing up here for you. I don't need duck poop on the porch either. So y'all go on now. Scatter. Oh, now you want to be my friend, huh? Now you want to be my friend? Because Izzy's here? Huh? Well, there you have it. We got the pond stocked with some new bass. Got a whole lot of new shiners in there to feed the bass. Houston brought home an albino catfish for his koi pond. Trashy out here being a kitty. I don't know what Trashy's doing. Trashy, what are you doing? You don't want to play? Okay. Trashy doing her own thing. But the other day, a couple videos back when we were in Alabama with Bama Bass and Greg Whitstock, the pond guy, Greg kind of let the cat out of the bag, I guess, and said that he is planning on Aquascape coming back here and building another pond similar, well, not similar to that, a lot bigger than that, like a recreation style pond. Nowhere near as big as the one Bama Bass is building. We just don't have room for that here. But what Greg is wanting to do is another one of those regional events where they invite certified aquascape contractors in from all over the country to come in and basically build a recreation swim pond as a big YouTube collaboration between us and Greg and Team Aquascape, which is Brian, and all their contractors that have their own businesses and run their own services, but a lot of those guys have YouTube channels to support their business. And it's kind of a training event. But I don't know what this thing is going to look like. I don't know where it's going to go. I would really think like right here behind the house would be awesome. But I also don't want to completely block off the patio because I've got to be able to get firewood up there. I kind of like the idea of tying into the old pond and bringing a stream down. No idea what we're going to do. I've got to take a bunch of pictures and get some drone shots and send to Greg and Brian and all that, but I really don't know what it's going to look like. But I am excited about it. When we went up to Chicago back during the spring, Houston and I did, and toured some really cool looking recreation swim ponds. It's incredible, and I really can't wait to go back to Alabama and see Stevens Pond after the Aquascape guys are completely done, because that thing is going to be incredible. So anyways, that's that. So moving forward, I don't have a clue, like I said, what this is going to look like, but I do know we added 30 bass to our bass fishing pond, and that's going to really help the fishing next spring, and I'm excited about that. So anyways, guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.